Hello, YouTube. How's everybody doing? I hope you guys are having a great week so far. So, today's Wednesday. Wednesday, I give you updates on my time sensitive projects. Now, for those who are new, you may not know what I'm referring to. I participate in multiple different YouTubers and Facebook make alongs. Now, I haven't done anything on the Facebook one in a little while, so but I have a group that I do participate in. Anyways, my time sensitive projects are my make alongs. And on Wednesdays, I like to give you guys updates on my make alongs, and on Fridays, finished products if I have any. So today's is a new WIP I have for you guys. Again, it is a make along. This one is time sensitive, but not as time sensitive as the most ones I do, because this one I have up to 3 months to make it. Why so long, you ask? Well, I will be sharing down below Heather the Crochet Witch video she just put out recently regarding this make along. This is from her channel. Um, there will be spoilers, by the way, in this video, and I do apologize in advance if I spoil something for you. I'm not out there to ruin it for you, but I gotta kind of explain something so you know what something's about. Anyways, she did this make along last year. I wanted so bad to participate and make a specific project for that make along. Did I make it? No. Why is that, you ask? A, I did not have the supplies. And B, this is a summer make along, and the item I want to make was going to be a blanket. I still don't have the supplies, by the way. I've had different shopping trips, and I could have easily gotten the supplies and put them away until ready to make it. Assign a bag specifically for that project. Don't touch the yarn until I make that project. I need to get a hold of Heather to say, hey, Heather, this is what I want to make for this make along that you do every summer. Are we allowed to start it prior to summer? Just because A, it's going to be a blanket, and B, I don't want to be working on it for June, July, and August on a big blanket. I don't know how Heather will respond to that. Like I said, I haven't spoken to her, nor have I gotten the yarn, and that's why I haven't spoken to her. I've also considered designing and crocheting my own characters. There's 2 for sure I want to make, and possibly a third one. Am I going to make any of them? No. Again, same reasons. 1, I don't have the colors I would want for any one of those 3 characters. I can design my own characters. For those who've been with me for a while, know back in October, I made a Halloween wreath, and I made a doll of Wednesday Adams and Enid. They are roommates in the show Wednesday on Netflix, and that's where I drew my theme and my inspiration from, and I did make my own dolls. So to make 3 different characters from this show, and by the way, they're all males I'm thinking of. And yeah, it's enough said about that. I have a crush on one of them, which is bad because I'm old enough to be his mom, and it's like, ugh. But anyways, I could easily design the 3 dolls, no problem. But like I said, I don't have the supplies, so again, that's a no. So I thought, okay, what am I going to make? I went on Pinterest. I looked at some graphs because the bigger item I want to make is a graph on Pinterest. I came across 2 different graphs that are very significant to the show. The one I chose is the one I'm making. The reason for it, I found this saying a little more important to the show than the other one. The other one's definitely throughout the show a lot more. This saying that I'm doing is only really said one time. And you're sitting there thinking, well, how could that be so much more important? Well, the 2 characters it involves, you would never see together. And prior to this incident taking place where this saying is said, they were kind of getting along pretty good, and he was kind of helping bringing her out of her shell. She was laughing, she was smiling. I think had she been around longer, and those two connected more, he would have brought her, I think, out of the spiral she was going down. As in the fact that she asked him if he had any illegal adult substances, because she was going down a very, very dark path. He thought he had some because unfortunately that's his character, or he thought, there's somewhere he lived, and they went there to see if the substance could be found, and it could not, thank goodness. But in the end, it really didn't matter, because when he finally came out and was more or less going to tell her, I don't think I've got any, she's in a trance. And this is where her character really comes important, because something happens to her. But right before this major thing happens, the male character turns around and says, Chrissy, wake up. And he's like snapping his fingers in front of her, and he's like, I don't like this, and shaking her by the shoulders. And, he's really like freaking out. Like, I mean, just freaking out big time. And then all of a sudden something very severely bad happens to her. Don't want to tell you guys what, just in case you haven't seen it. And the thing is, she's the first character to have this happen, but she's not the only one. So, spoilers, I know, I do apologize. So, if you're working a graft, you normally start at bottom right hand corner, and this is for, I believe, crocheting and knitting. So right now it's like gonna be 3 words: Chrissy, wake up. So far I've got my up almost done. Now originally I wanted to do this in 2-tone purple, like 2 different shades of purple. The dark purple for the lettering, which I'm doing in this one, and then the lighter purple I was going to do as my background. Problem with that is my dark purple is a Burnett Super Value, and the light purple I was going to use was Red Heart Super Saver. They both say on the label they're 4-weight, medium, worsted weight, 100% acrylic. Yeah, they're not the same yarn by no means, believe me. The Burnett yarn, and I swear it's more of a 3. It's thinner, it's lighter, it's drapier, it's softer to work with, a lot softer. The Burnett, the Red Heart is a little thicker. It's a little more scratchier, a little more stiff, and yeah, it wasn't gonna work. So I thought, okay, I need 2 super value yarns, so I went with the gray and the purple. Here is the front. I almost have the word up finished, and this is 58 stitches across, by the way. How big will it be height-wise? I'm not sure, but I almost got the word up done. That, like I said, is the front. And here is the back, and the reason I know this is the back, because the lettering is the yarn that gets carried across for the letter section, and the yarn's hanging on the back. Now, what am I going to make with this? As I said, it's 58 stitches wide. So triple the height, roughly. I'm thinking I'm going to do this as the front panel. I was going to use a wall hanger, but I don't think so. And then I'm going to do a back, same amount of stitches, wide, same amount of rows up, all in the dark purple. And then I'm going to make sure that when I attach the 2 panels, that I have this as the front panel, so that the single crochets down the side, across the bottom, and up the other side will be facing the front. And then do a couple rounds of the dark purple, or the purple at the top, and then work the handles. Now, unfortunately, my pillowcase, or my pillow is way over there, and my other pillowcase is way over there on the coffee table. I should have grabbed it first to see, because this being a softer, drapier yarn. This I might be lining with the pillow sack, or the casing from the pillow. I'm thinking it's roughly the same width. And I imagine if I were to stretch it a little bit, it would be. So I think in a pillow, I got a white one here from the last last pillow I bought that I turned into stuffing for my amigurumis, will be fine for this bag. So that's what I'm working on right now. That's my current WIP. I hope you guys like it. I can't wait till I actually get more letters on here and definitely see the development. The other graph, like I said, there was 2 of them I was hemming on about. The other one is for the Chip Ahoy, or Scoop Ahoy, sorry, not Chip Ahoy, Scoop Ahoy. It has an anchor. That is obviously the ice cream shop that 2 of the characters work at. Now that is prominent throughout the show, and a lot of characters you see in said ice cream parlor. But to me, it didn't feel as important as the other 2 characters and what went on with them. So, anyways, that is my WIP. If you guys are new to my channel and you'd love to see the outcome of this project or any other projects I make, please consider hitting that subscribe button, turning on the notifications. I am mainly a yarn channel. I try to show you guys projects every day that I'm working on, or finished projects if it's Friday. Just so you guys know, tomorrow being Thursday, I will be announcing the winner for the poll I have up on my post that you guys can help me pick the winning project. And it's the very first post you'll come to. So if you click on my name below this, it'll take you to like my about page. The far right, it will say post. Click on it. The very first post when you scroll down is the poll. It's for 3 different animals from my amigurumi book. I don't know which one's winning right now. I don't check throughout the time it's live, but I will be announcing that tomorrow, plus figuring out what yarn I'm going to make it with and go forth and get it started. So if you're new to my channel as well, you want to help me pick that out, please go do so. I'd appreciate it. Like I said, I'm mainly a yarn channel. I crochet, I knit. I do dabble a little bit with my loom, but I haven't touched it in a while. And if you guys been a part of my channel for a while, you kind of heard the backstory of how I'm not quite comfortable with it. But imagine if I get into the right sitting position and, holding it a good way and getting good tension, I'll like it more. Also, hubby and I go camping. I may have videos for up there. I'm dabbling for the first time ever a vegetable garden on my balcony. So if you want to know how that's going along, you may also want to hit the subscribe button. I'm actually impressed so far with how things are going. Would I like it to be a little bit more? Oh, well, definitely. We all would. But what I do have, I'm proud of. Also, hubby and I do go fishing for just the sport, although fishing for this year is over for us because we do not have our fishing license. So no more fishing stuff till next year. And I told hubby actually I want to get my license again for next year. So if you have any suggestions or ideas or something you'd like to see on my channel, please send me a message down below this video or any of my videos. And I will do my best to accommodate you on said suggestion or in another video at a later date. Maybe tell you, no, can't do it, this is why. But I'll try my best, kind of thing. You never know what I might have for you. Anyways, guys, I have kept you long enough. Thank you for stopping by. I really appreciate it. Thumbs up would be very helpful. With being away all last week, obviously my views and everything went way down. And I got to try and build them up. And the worst thing is we're on holidays again in a couple more weeks for another week. So it's like, we kind of got when his 3 different weeks of holidays are done for the year. And I could be home a little more and on more present here on YouTube for you guys. Anyways, guys, thank you again. And I will see you tomorrow when I announce the winner of said amigurumis. Bye for now, everybody.